the orange?
Yes,
Can you
we
see
can
the
see.
orange? Yeah,
Yeah, I can.
beautiful. Okay. Okay, so very importantly, I guess what students always want to know is why should they come to Charles Sturt University? Now, we are ranked as the #1 university for undergraduate employment. This is by the Good University Guide, and I will share the link with you in a moment. We are also #2 university in Australia for graduate starting salaries. So that means the students, once they graduate with us, have the highest chance of employment and also the highest starting salary. So that is really good news for the student. We also are very focused on practical and hands-on learning. Now, this is the Australian University ranking, and you can see here there is a link that we can share in the chat a little bit later. But you can see here we are the #1 on top of the list for undergraduate full-time employment for nursing. So 90% of our students who graduate will get a job straight after graduating. So that's fantastic news. Now, we have several campus locations. So we are a regional university. That means we are not located in the big cities such as Melbourne and Sydney. We are located in the regional centres or the province areas, as you may know them. And we have the Albury-Wodonga campus, Bathurst, Dubbo, Orange, Port Macquarie, and Wagga Wagga. So the campus location will depend on which program the student is studying. Now you can see a little map here of New South Wales. So up on the top in the north is Port Macquarie. Port Macquarie is around 4 hours north of Sydney. Then we have Bathurst, Orange, and Dubbo over to the west, and then Wagga Wagga and Albury. So you can see they are all in the regional areas of New South Wales. Now, the advantages for students to live in the regional areas, the cost of living is much more affordable than in the big cities. Okay, so we also offer a very safe and friendly communities in these areas. There is accommodation options for students. And we also have the very strong ties with the New South Wales Health, which is why our students are able to get the work placements and the jobs after for the employability. Now, as I mentioned, we do have accommodation available on campus. So each campus does have accommodation with different styles. There is shared accommodation or private facilities. Depending on what the student is looking for, the price of the accommodation ranges from around $185 to around $350 a week. That is all inclusive, so no extra bills for the students. So that means that includes their fully furnished accommodation with internet, electricity, washing facilities, Wi-Fi, 24-hour security. Can you still see my screen?
It's blacking out now.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened here.
Maybe
I'll
stop
stop.
share and share
I'll stop.
again.
I'll try again. Okay. Are you there?
Yeah, but the share screen is not
You
showing.
can't. Okay, I'll go back to the share screen. Okay, can you see the orange accommodation?
Yes, now able
Yeah,
to see the
perfect.
accommodation.
Okay, great. So also we do have bursaries available for $1,000. This would be first come, first serve. So depending on when they apply for the accommodation, they have a number of spots. So for example, they might have 20 spots for this bursary, and the first students to apply will get that bursary. We also have accommodation with private facilities. So if the student does want to have their own private bathroom with an ensuite, there is that option as well. Now, our most popular program is our Bachelor of Nursing, and we do have this available in each of the campus locations listed there. So Bathurst, Dubbo, Wagga, Port Macquarie, and Albury. And you can see the numbers of available spots in each campus. We also have a July intake. However, in July, we only have the Bathurst campus available. Now, the fees are currently for next year, 33,440 per year, so per annum or per year, and that would be over 2 semesters. Okay, now that is not including the scholarships, and I will go into the scholarships in a moment. Now, why we have the advantage of employment is that we have the strong ties with the New South Wales Health, as I mentioned, where our students are gaining the real life practical experience in the hospitals or the aged care facilities. We arrange the 800 hours of work placements for the students. The student does not have to go and look for their own placements. Our team at Charles Sturt University will be helping them for this. We are obviously fully accredited by ANMAC. And we also offer the regional benefits for students living in the region. Now, some of the other interesting programs that we do offer that you might not be aware of is programs such as the Bachelor of Paramedicine. So this is for someone who wants to become a paramedic. Now, I can tell you we only have 5 spots for international students per year. It's only available in the March intake. So that is coming up in the new year. And it's only available in our Port Macquarie and Bathurst campus. The fees are 35,840. And again, I will go into the scholarships in a little while. Now, this is for someone who wants to be an emergency first responder. They will be out on the road, out on the field, and handling any emergency situations. We also offer Bachelor of Medical Radiation, again, only in the March intake, available in our Port Macquarie and Wagga Wagga campus. The fees are 36,640, plus I will update you on the scholarships shortly. Now, you can see for this program, the English requirement is slightly lower. So for those who are looking for a medical area, but with a less English, this one might be attractive for them. And this is where they will learn about diagnostic radiography, nuclear medicine, and radiation therapy. We also offer IT programs, so bachelor and master's level of IT. So this is the Masters of Professional Information Technology. Now, our students can specialize in any of those highlighted areas, such as artificial intelligence, data science, software development, cybersecurity, or networking. Excuse me. It is available in our next year's intake in March, and it's only available in our Port Macquarie campus. So for all business and IT, we only deliver those programs at Port Macquarie. Now, this is a master's level. However, you might notice that our IELTS level is only a 6.0 in each band. Now, this is lower than most other providers offering a 6.5. So for your students who maybe cannot reach the 6.5, this would be a great way for them to start in the master's program. The course is fully accredited by the ACS. We also have Masters of Agricultural Science, and this would be located at our Wagga Wagga campus, where we have all our agricultural farmland. Now, students can specialize in sustainable agriculture, agricultural business management, or digital agriculture. Again, this is a master's level, and it's an IELTS 6.0. So again, for someone who doesn't reach that 6.5, this is a good opportunity for them. We do also offer the bachelor level for this program. Now, most importantly, everyone wants to know about scholarships. We are very fortunate that we have just released the 50% Vice Chancellor International Scholarship. This is an invitation-only scholarship. So this will be the student who has already applied with us. They will receive an invitation if they are showing a very good application and good academic and English. If the student is not invited for the 50% Vice Chancellor Scholarship, they still have the option of a 25% merit scholarship that will be depending on their academic entry. And then we also have the rest of the students will be eligible for an automatic 10% scholarship. So there is many different options for the student. They'll be available from next year for the full duration of their courses. And again, just a reminder, we do have the bursary for accommodation as well. Just to give you an idea what the scholarship looks like. So for the courses that we mentioned earlier, they're all around the $30,000 to $35,000 mark. And then if you take off, say, 25% for the merit, you're looking at courses around $25,000 per year, which is actually quite competitive. Now, for Indonesia, the student's academic entry will require the high school leaving certificate with a GPA of 7.0. And then I'm not sure how to pronounce some of these, so I'm going to let you guys, Margarita will be able to help you with those. But we do have a link on our website to show the academic entry requirements. Now, just to give students some extra support, they will be able to have, as part of their program, support in helping part-time and casual work while they're studying, support with registering with local employers for work opportunities, and helping the students with interview skills, resume building, etc. Also, we do offer a free service for academic skills. This is to make sure our students are successful in their career. They will be available to have online resources, workshops, videos, and this is where any of these categories where they feel they might need some extra help, it will be free for them to get that guidance. Just to give you an idea of this year's scholarship winners, we did have the 50%. We only offer 3 scholarships for 50%. And these are the 3 students who were successful for this year. Now, this is a Filipino student who was one of the successful Vice Chancellor scholarships. She's just started with us in February, and she's given her feedback on how she's enjoying studying with us so far. So you can see from her testimonial, she's having a fantastic time and loving every minute of relocating into the regional area. These are just some of the snapshots around the campus that she took recently, showing out on the road, out on the field, doing their practical exams. We also have for students a Facebook page where they can keep in touch with the student services, following all the activities on campus and making sure they're very well connected as an international community. I'm going to try and play this video, and I'm not sure if the sound is going to play, but we can have a look at the video and I will share the link if you are not able to hear the sound anyway.
There's no sound, Barbie.
No sound. Okay,
No
just
sound.
watch the video and then we'll share the link. Okay, so I will stop sharing my screen for now, and then we can do a little Q&A. And what I'll do is I will oh, are you there? Oh yes, I
Yeah.
found you. I will yeah, somehow my screen keeps going black. I don't know why, but I will send you the links for those videos.
Okay.
Now, did you want to open up to some Q&As?
Yes, we can. Okay, thank you everyone. So if you have any question regarding the process and then the program and then the intake time, that's the most used to
Yes.
yes education team, and then the spot regarding the nursing. If you still have any question regarding that, please submit your question to the Q&A box below the screen, and we will answer the question now.
Yes. Now I'm just going to put in the chat here the 50% scholarship link for the Vice
Okay.
Chancellor Scholarship.
You are sending it to only to host and panelists.
Ah,
Maybe you can
okay.
change it to
Everyone.
everyone.
Okay. Yeah.
So that the others also
Okay.
able to receive it.
I will share that with everyone while we wait and see if anyone has any questions, anything they would like to know, or more information regarding. This is our course guide, international. The course guide is very handy because a lot of courses that they might see on our website are not always available for on campus. A lot of them are for online only. So if you're using the course guide, it will show you the courses that are available on campus. And if you want to have the fees for next year, if you go to the website, it will show you the current fees. I can also share with you that I will share it with Yes Education, the PDF version of the presentation, and then you can also share that with your agents.
Okay, we will share it to the agent after this
Yes,
webinar section.
yes.
And we also record
Anyone?
this session,
Oh,
so
beautiful.
we will post it in our YouTube page, and we will
Oh,
share the
fantastic.
links to our attendees too.
Yes.
Okay, maybe before they ask their question, maybe I have some question.
Sure.
So for the undergraduate, Indonesia usually they graduate the high school
Yes.
when they're still like 17, almost 18. What about
Yeah.
the under 18 regulation
Okay.
in Charlotte?
We do not accept under 18 students at Charles Sturt. So students to be eligible to join us, they must be 18.
Okay. And then for the nursing, if they want to submit for the undergraduate, do they need to submit the whole documents, or they can receive like the conditional offers before they can?
Yes, we will offer a conditional offer or a provisional. So what we usually do is once you submit the application via study link, you can submit all the documents, and then they will assess all the documents, and then they will update you what they still need. Okay, and then they will issue you the provisional offer and give you a list of what they still require. Okay. Once you have submitted the final documents, and there might be they might need an SOP, or they might need to show some more evidence, they'll ask you, and then in the meantime you will have the provisional offer, and then once you submit all the outstanding documents, they will issue the full offer. Once you have the full offer, you can make the deposit payment of one semester's fees. For offshore, it would be one semester. And so, for example, if the student was fortunate enough to have the scholarship of 25%, we're talking around $25,000 per year divided by 2 because there's two semesters per year. So approximately, as just a rough guide, they need to have around $12,000 per year or per semester, which will be the full deposit, 12,000 roughly.
Okay,
And
I think it's
once they have
also
made that
answer the
payment,
question. Mhm.
yeah, once they have made that payment, we will issue the COE. And then once they have the COE, that will secure their spot for that intake. Because as you could see from the presentation, we only have certain number of seats in each location.
Mhm. I see. And then how long is the COE will be issued after we send the acceptance, the offer
Okay, so
acceptance and the deposit?
we have received the acceptance and the payment, we will issue the COE within, usually within 48 hours. But we have to wait for the payment to show in the banking, because even
I
though you might have made the payment today, it might not show in the banking for 4 or 5 days.
okay, I see.
Okay, so once we receive the payment in our banking, then we can issue the COE straight away.
Okay, noted. And then the next question, since we already addressed the question regarding the acceptance for the deposit, so
Sure.
they're asking for the visa assessment level because it's very hot issue now with a lot
Of
of
course,
visa
yes,
refusals, and
yes.
so
Yeah, we are a level 2 university.
I see.
So we're finding that for Southeast Asia, we're still not having too much issues. So for Indonesia and Southeast Asia, it's still relatively good. Even Philippines, which is like a level 3, we are still getting visa granted. So because our programs are very focused on career and career progression, and these are very hot courses as far as we need nurses in Australia very badly. So these courses are aimed at the skilled occupation list, where more visas will be granted.
Okay. Then in CSU, do you do like some interview or just reviewing the SOP?
Yeah, look,
So only
usually,
reviewing the SOP.
yeah, so usually they will ask you, we have a template that we submit to our agents, which we can share with Yes Education, on what is required. And then usually we have something like an SOP or a statement. If there was, say, anything that admissions was not to, if they felt there was some sort of risk, they might ask for an interview, but most cases do not require an interview.
Uh, okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Is there any
obviously with,
other?
the current GS, we need to
Yeah.
make sure that the students are very genuine. And
Mm.
the only time that they may have a random interview is if the student maybe has some red flags.
Okay. And then we have another question. Can you receive a student that have a tourist visa refusal record?
No, no.
No, for
So any visa refusals probably not going to get through. We are being very strict at the moment. We have to be very cautious. Obviously, previously we were still applying for students, and then as long as they were declaring that information, there was some cases where it was okay. However, with the current situation, we have made everything much more strict. So visa refusals probably not going to get through.
Okay. But if the visa refusal record is like more than 5 years, is it still possible to apply?
I think as long as you declare it,
Mhm.
they will assess it.
Okay, I see.
So if you have a case that's 5 years old and you want to submit it, I'm not saying you can't, you can, but make sure that it's declared on the application, because if they find out that it wasn't declared, then it would be automatic refusal.
Okay, I see, I see. Okay, so for a very near visa refusal
Yeah,
record, it's not advisable to
not
submit the
advisable.
application.
Mm,
But if it's maybe more than 5 years, it's
yeah,
still open to
yeah,
try.
we can
Okay.
try.
Okay, thank you, Vermi. Maybe from the other attendees, do you still have any more question? Maybe asking about the regional campus facilities or the living
Yeah.
situation in there.
Yeah, so what I might do is I might show the website. We'll see if I can share my screen. Okay, I can see you over there. I'll put you back
Yeah,
over there.
showing.
Okay, can you see the website?
Yes, yes, I
Yes.
can see the website.
So what I can show you is when you come to the international tab for us, you can find a course. You can find the scholarships, live and work. So if we go to live and work, you can see accommodation, life in Australia, life on campus accommodation. Let's say, for example, you want to look at accommodation at one of the locations. You can do browse rooms. And then you can say, I want full-time accommodation. I want Port Macquarie campus. And then you can see what is available, whether it's a room with an ensuite. Oh, that one was no ensuite, sorry. But either way, and then you can look at the campus life accommodation. So these are all newly built. They're only very new, probably about 4 years old. So everything is very new and modern. You can see around the kitchen, this is a shared kitchen area. So 24-hour security on campus as well. So students can decorate their rooms. So lovely facilities. Study areas, playrooms, billiards, TV rooms, everything there for them. Now, if you want to look at the international scholarships, you can look at the first page, which is not that one. So if you go to the scholarship page, you'll see the different options for the scholarship. So this is the automatic 10% for every student. Then you've got the Vice Chancellor Scholarship 50%. And then probably the most popular one is this 25% merit scholarship. And if you go to the page, you'll see what program is available for this scholarship and what score the student needs. So for example, for a Bachelor of Nursing, the score needs to be in their Year 12 or equivalent 75% of their year 12. So it just depends on which program, and then some of the other allied health programs do have a higher percentage because they are medical, so they do have a higher percentage. So that has all the conditions and guidelines on that page. And then you might want to look at our locations. And then you can look at, say, for example, you want to look at Port Macquarie. And then there is the video there of Port Macquarie, but I think you can't hear it from this chat. So what I'll do is I'll put it in the chat because it's a great video to watch and see the campus live. So you can play, you can see the campus is surrounded by the beach, and it's a very new campus. So there's lots of information there on the campus and the facilities. And then if we go back, for example, we also have Bathurst is another one of the most popular locations. And then you will also have the video of this one. Okay, any other questions?
Okay, maybe regarding the accommodation, do you have
Yeah.
any timeline when the student can apply for the accommodation after they receive the offer, or
Yeah, they can
they
apply
need
straight
to-
away. They can
Mhm.
apply straight away. But usually by, let's say for next year, by December, the accommodation does start to fill up. So I suggest if they want accommodation, they do apply sooner than later.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so as soon as they have their offer, they can submit the application for
Yes.
the accommodation.
Yeah,
So
once
doesn't have to
they
accept
have
the.
paid the deposit and they have the COE,
Mhm.
they can apply for the accommodation.
Okay. And then the payment system for the accommodation, is there any specific?
That will be, yeah, that will be handled by our student services team. But what I can show you is if we go back to the website, once the student becomes a current student, they will be able to look at their banking. So I'm just looking for current student. So you go to the current student. Once you're enrolled, you can go to the student portal. Okay, you can go to the student portal. Let's see if this works. So this is what the student would see in their student portal. Okay, they have all the information here about their course, their subjects, their fees, their costs. And then it will tell them about their account, making payments. They can do it online. If they need an ID card, there's lots and lots of information for the students once they are enrolled. So you can see here if they need help with spelling, vocabulary, there's all these different available sessions for them to join for free. Okay. There's online tutorials, there's library. If they need any, there's dates, all the dates of what's happening around the campus. If they need student services support, Everything is available for them in here. So their banking and payment, everything will show online.
Okay, it's quite a lot there.
Yeah. Yeah, they have access to a lot of information. And you can see there even safety and well-being, if you need support, workshops, events, everything is there for them for making sure that their journey is successful. That's what we want.
Mm. Is there any other question from our attendees today? Or because it's already quite straightforward, so I think it's not too
Not too
many
hard.
questions, not too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we might leave it there, and then I will share with you the presentation, and then you can share it with the agents. And obviously, if anyone has more questions after we finish the session, they can contact you and you can let me know and we can get back to them.
Okay. So after this session, if any of the attendees have any inquiries regarding CSU, the program, the scholarship, etc., please do not hesitate to contact Yes Education team, and we will submit the inquiry to CSU. And if later you have maybe one or two students want to do like one-on-one session, we can try to arrange this consultation session with the student.
Yeah,
Okay,
perfect.
we have Jelita Nuraini, you raise your hand. Do you want to unmute or is it just misclick? Okay, I think she's just misclick. No
No
response.
worries.
Okay. Okay, then if there's no
Okay.
more question, we can end this session here. And please do not forget that CSU is one of the university in the double point list for Yes Education Fam Trip 2025 on March. It will be very beautiful in Australia at the time.
Oh,
Nice
perfect time.
weather. So, if you have any inquiries, any students, please do not hesitate to contact us and we will help you to convert the student. And Barbie also open if you have any student wants to have a consultation session with Barbie. Okay,
Thank you so much,
thank
everyone.
you,
Thank you for
Barbie. Thank
joining.
you,
Thank you, Margarita.
everyone. See
Okay, thank you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.